that excess heat and all that friction from you. That's all I'm saying. It's like the
If he
best thing,
wants it, if he likes that. You see what
but
I'm saying? If he
Look,
don't
my
like that, then no.
look. My last
But
girl
I ain't got. I don't
was
know.
well,
You
no,
should
she was from,
maybe
and
you
I
should
don't.
go to my
I'm
Instagram
saying
page or whatever because I don't know what size you. But it's all good because I don't even
I like
care because I don't have to
I
prove
Sarah, just
like
because we
plus
got
size
myself
women.
to
Yeah,
no,
I like
I
nobody
plus
or
want.
size
whatever
women.
it
Yeah,
is.
Hold on real quick. Tara, Scrub is with the 499. Tara, you're not presenting your best self for the man you desire.
mm. Oh.
Well, that's his opinion, but it's okay.
You got
Sarah,
a whole bunch of them,
usually
brother.
because us women with
You
the big,
missed like it's like eight
we
of them.
usually think we big.
You
So
only did the top one, brother. Right? Is it me? Maybe
Yeah,
it's me.
I did all the rest of them
Oh, okay.
except for one, but it'd be all right.
All right, cool. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying is that what's his name? He was on Medea still, Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, I think, made one of the most dynamic. Um, he made one of the most dynamic relationship because he's been married for 25 years, right? He said, "Women, write down what you want in a man, and you become what's on that list, and you
Right.
attract
Mm-hmm.
what those men, the type of men that you want, right?"
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
so, with that being said, I always ask myself, do women, the standards that they have on men, are they willing to live up to those same standards? And I'm not
Right.
saying that my opinion is right and wrong. That's not the
Mm-hmm.
point that I was trying to make. The biggest thing is, I want to hopefully this conversation made you start thinking, like, how can I position myself really to get a man? Or am I okay with just, living the rest of this life without a
Yeah,
man?
I've already been thinking about it. I already got counseling. I've already, saying journaled about it. It's so, but again, you don't know me, so it's all good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but
Well,
yeah, it's a good conversation though.
so Dory,
yes.
so do you think that I'm off with what I'm asking, or
No, I think I've heard it quite a bit from people, kind of, when you mentioned the weight thing, like big people get with big people, is they usually say get with somebody within your weight class. So that's why when you made that comment, I quickly snuck in a comment for Trey saying he gonna have to get with somebody who look like Skeletor, to match his weight class. So
no, 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 no? Listen, I need to be. It, it's okay for, say for example, if a skinny woman want to get with a big man, I believe that's okay. If a skinny man want to get with a big woman, I think it's okay, and I think that that's abnormal, but it's okay. But I think typically you should be willing to
But
accept
why is
what
that
you are.
abnormal? People are
It's not
attracted to what
abnormal. Either
they
me
would
ain't
It's
like.
wrong with
definitely
that one, bro. You
abnormal.
should you got to
Why
choose
is it
who
abnormal?
makes you happy,
So
who makes you
let me
feel
tell.
loved and cared for.
Let me tell you why it's abnormal, right? Typically, what happens, especially in a married household, y'all guys typically eat the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Like y'all really like an inflection of each other, right? People don't understand. Like when I gain weight, my wife gained weight. When I lost
Mm-hmm.
weight, my wife lost weight, right? I'm just telling you. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
typically, when they prepare the meal, it's for both of y'all guys, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if it's healthy food, it's gonna be healthy food throughout that household. So
Right.
and obviously, if you got a man 7 foot and a woman 5'3", it's gonna look different on them the weight. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I just think we got to start having deeper conversations, and then I think men and women they got to start accepting. I truthfully and honestly don't want a man. I don't want to become who I got to become to get this man. And when we start having that conversation, then it kind of gets us away from, no, it's not that it's not no man out there. It's I'm not willing to become who I need to become to get that man, or vice versa. I'm not willing to become the man that I need to be to get the woman that I desire. And I think
Mm-hmm.
that's where the conversation is really at. And most people are not really, it's not about the person outside of you. It's really you becoming who you need to be. So when that person do set up, show up, you're their equal.
no, look,
Mm-hmm.
I think you spot on with that statement, bro. But I also think that you got to realize that in everybody's life, you're not gonna find nobody perfect. So sometimes if you find somebody that's just good enough that has most of what you need in the person, woman or
Mm-hmm.
man, You should be happy. Like this man's not perfect, this woman's not perfect, but they got most of the things I need. They make me feel good. I'm happy. They can take my BS. I take their BS.
Is that the
Sometimes that
80-20?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
sound
ma'am.
logical,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
most people ain't
Yes,
like
ma'am.
that, bro.
Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
if that's the case, wouldn't we agree that Will Stacks is the 80-20? It's 20% that you don't like, but he believe in God. I think he got some moral standards. It's just a little bit that you don't like based off what you told us.
Mhm.
You agree? So I just want you to open up. This was that a lot of people got a narrow view and they will stay single because their mind is too narrow. I hopefully in this conversation, it hopes you to willing to at
And I might
least
just
just.
end up being single.
That's true.
But
You might be being single, but if you really desire a label, you might have a person in your city that's like Will Stacks. And you might need to say, maybe I do need to give a guy like him a chance. Maybe he might not. I work 2 jobs. Do I really need him to bring in 100,000, or can I just be open with him doing what he could do? And we can bring our finances together and be like Captain Planet. I don't know if y'all grew up and seen Captain Planet. With our powers combined, maybe y'all got to combine y'all powers. You know what I'm saying? So I just think if we get more realistic when we start talking about dating, a lot of people would get more. And I think if we go back to the past, everybody keeps saying women are this, men are this today. I just believe the men and women in the past were more realistic. We seen a Big Mama went skinny, and Big Mama always had a man.
She
And
had less opportunity, bro. Come on, fam. She didn't
so
have a whole lot of cats that was just running behind her. We know who was in our country towns, bro.
no, but I'm telling you, these women ain't got a whole
I,
bunch of men running behind them. That's
I
the lie.
disagree.
I'm telling
I
you, that's the
disagree.
lie.
Eat the man. I think Eat the Man is right. Women, Big Mom back then when she was skinny and small, she had a man to love her because she was God fearing, she was sweet, she was kind, she could cook, clean, she
Man,
was
that
she
was
was
a
loyal
different
and loving.
time, though, bro. We can't
No,
compare that to
I
2026.
I
Are we
get
gonna
it, but
be
I'm
honest?
asking, but let me ask you a question. If you could find something like that, similar to that, would you not find that ideal for you? If you find something similar to that,
Don't
You
listen to
got
Edie, man. I saw his wife. She ain't big. Don't
No,
listen to
no,
him.
no. I'm the
hell no,
exception. I'm
she
the
not
one
big at
He
percent.
all.
trying to put niggas on big
Eat the Man
women
found a big
when
one.
he
He
ain't got
found, he
a
found a
big
good one.
I
woman.
ain't trying to put nobody on nobody, but I'm be string. Hello, sir. Because I
Well,
see what
hey, buddy.
I see what time you on tonight.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
hat
I
you
saw
got
your
on.
wife, and
He came in
she's
here.
not big. She's not remotely big.
I
And you
know
know what I'm
that.
saying?
My wife is in
So
shape.
don't hype up big women. If a nigga don't want a big woman, they got to, you know what I'm saying? They can
No,
do
no,
something.
no. I'm not
what are you
hyping up
doing?
big women. What I am saying,
I ain't saying something wrong with big women. I'm just saying if a dude don't want one, he's
but
not a villain.
aren't
He's
be
not a
sure
I
you're
villain.
love big
you
women,
hold
bro.
on, you taking what I'm saying out of context.
You
What
trying to
I said,
villainize preferences, nigga.
no, what I said was that people should be getting with their equals, whatever that looks like.
You know
So
what
Yeah,
a
if
but
bit.
most people don't want their equals, bro.
You know
but
what?
that's why
That's
we're
true.
single.
That's true.
That's the
You know,
point.
And then some people are fine single, bro. They
but
still thriving.
but you
Ain't
know
nothing
what
stopping.
a big woman's equal is? A broke
What?
man,
The
not a
facts.
big man.
That's a
A broke
fact.
man.
That's a
A
fact.
big woman equals is a broke man,
That's a fact, bro.
But you making my
not a
point.
big man.
You don't know, but you making the point that I was making.
Well, I'm just saying he ain't gotta have no. If a nigga don't want it because he not attracted to it, he ain't no villain and he don't. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Well,
you ain't gotta
I
get
think
in
there's a
like
lot of
that, bro.
dudes that like big women.
Yeah, I mean that's what they
No,
can
be
get.
streaming. What it do, my boy?
What's going on, Trey? I think the majority of men don't prefer bigger women,
I think they
but a
do.
lot do. I said the majority. I don't
I
think the
think the
majority.
majority of the dudes are average and broke, and they like big women. They
Uh,
just
I don't think I
but
don't you can't
if you
say
average
broke
or
though,
broke
either man.
in
That's
shape, you don't
disrespectful,
have to
bro.
get a big woman. If you
That's
average
crazy.
or broke but hit the gym 5 times a week, you sexy and you can get what damn near what you want.
but that makes
So
him
That's
average
true.
above
broke nigga.
average because most men are out of shape. That's what I'm telling you. Like,
Actually I know the stats on that, and that's not true. I
so
know
you believe most men are in shape?
I know the obesity rates, and it's not the majority of black men are not obese or overweight, based on the CDC.
What did
Now
the CDC say?
you can talk to the CDC and you know what? Because I fuck with you, and this ain't me being tall. I'm just I ain't
Yeah,
even
go.
I
I know.
fucks with
I
you.
know how you.
Y'all
I know how
talk
you
shit.
do. I know.
I
Go
just talk
ahead.
shit. But
Yeah, do your
based
thing.
on the CDC, I think it's 59 to 60% women are obese. It's like 39% black men are obese, and it's some shit like that. I ain't even making it up.
I got you. I got you. And I'm gonna accept your
So the
stat.
majority will be no. You know, it's Googleable.
No, I'm accepting it.
Mm.
I'm
So yeah,
accepting your stat.
because we
Let me read
work a
this one
lot and
super
we
chat.
active. Huh?
Peter, man. Square Biz with the 499. He said, I'll be single in another way of saying you can't fire me. I quit.
Yeah.
You know
No.
what it really
And
is
I
though.
want to
And
say
let
to
me
the
say
big
this.
women, some of them
Let
where
me say
they
this
weight good.
real
All of
fast.
them, some of them fine as fuck. I like Jill Scott.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it was a whole bunch of people was like, if a woman 200 pounds, it don't look good. I said, y'all must ain't. I know some women that's 200
Bro,
pounds that look amazing.
They got to be on the tall
It
side
ain't
though.
no man that's getting to it, bro. Want to be
I'm not
dealing with
defending.
somebody that's just not disciplined. If you got to be disciplined every day, that sound crazy, bro.
It's important for discipline too, though. Yeah. My wife work
what
out 4 to 5
what
times a week.
the major part is,
Go ahead, Wolf.
no, I said the major part is this, right? Most of us, not most of us, some of us, just don't want to be hurt. No, once you've been hurt to it, like I'm not dealing with that shit no more. Like dealing with where she at, where he at, or what I'm calling their phone, they should go on a voicemail, they should be in B mode. It's like I find peace and solace. Like some of us, the ladies are probably atone for this too, being alone. Like, do I have female company? Yes, all the time I do. But do I want to be with somebody that's gonna stress me the hell out? No, I don't. I
Facts.
can't
No,
tell her
but
nothing.
hold
I
on,
can't
but
No
teach her
gray
nothing.
hair.
I don't want that.
no,
Peace.
but I
I don't
was
want no gray
challenging.
hair.
Let me ask y'all this question because I think the statement is not true. When people say God gonna send them the person they supposed to be with, do y'all think that's a true statement?
No, God delivers in our lives, but you also got to take action. That's like saying God gonna provide me with a job, but I fill out no applications. The fuck he ain't. You gotta at least apply.
That's
You know
not
what I'm
what
saying?
that means
People.
to everybody.
So if you want a
No,
woman,
it don't matter if it don't mean that everybody will be streaming. Just said it's 100% facts.
like if you want that woman, you still at least gotta at the minimum put yourself. You gotta put yourself in the place to meet her. You sit in the house all day playing Call of Duty and Cheeto puffs. God just ain't gonna make a woman fall through your roof, yo.
Facts.
I disagree.
So
I
you
disagree
gotta
with
do
that. I
something.
But
disagree.
that's what I said
Hold on.
earlier, positioning and putting yourself in the right
But
place.
I think God ain't got nothing to do with it. Listen. I think God honors marriage when you get it, but He let us choose our wife. He let us choose. It's our choice.
I agree.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Based,
definitely.
hey,
But
based
you
on
should
a
have
look,
discernment when choosing your wife, which I hope your
Absolutely.
discernment is led by God.
Yeah, no. I think that God put enough. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna put enough men and women that you got options." Now it's your responsibility to go find the option. But I think He did His part when He made how many men are out here on Spring? But they said it was 50 million men or something like that.
It's a lot. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
more
like
than
so,
that
so
shit.
he said, I done did my part. Like I done literally put all these men on earth. Now all you gotta do is go get one.
man, they want who they want, bro, and they go for who they go
The
for when
the
it's
the,
time to
the,
go. It don't matter if it's a Tuesday night or a Saturday night, bro.
the,
They go
the
slide
main
how they
pro
slide.
yeah.
You
The
can't
main
be
pro
playing
sorry.
matchmaker out here, bro.
The main problem with dating is that the average woman thinks she's too good for the average man. Now they got some
Mm.
average men that think he too good for the average woman, but in my opinion, percentage wise, the average man is more willing to deal with the average woman than the average woman is deal with the average man, and that fucks up the ecosystem and throws the order off.
Gotcha.
You
So
know,
Tara, do you think you hypergamous? I think she walked off. Well, I think women are designed like men have taught
I
women
don't
that
know
it's
what
okay.
that means.
Like you want a man typically that's
You
doing
value
better than
money
you.
and yeah,
Well, no, just
financially,
doing better
bro.
than you in general.
Um, it would be nice, but not necessarily.
that's what's
I
up.
got it.
Remember, I said that the person he don't have to be I mean, doing better as far as money or just in general.
So if you went to the local bar
Mhm.
and you saw a bartender, he was in shape, he had good character, you
Mhm.
saying that even though he's a bartender or a trash man, you would take him.
Yeah, I would talk to him.
But is he gonna take her though?
He
Well,
probably would. He
it-
probably would. Listen, Miss Tara, she's an attractive looking woman, so he probably definitely would talk to her. It's like I said, I say this.
I
This is why
have
I say
talked to a
Talk
garbage
to
man before.
this is why I think Uncle B Streamer is wrong about what he said his prior statement, right? I think that most of us, when we pray for something, God literally puts it right in front of us, but sometimes we just can't see it because sometimes we got other things going on. We're not looking right at it, and we don't see it, and we pass up on something that God could have gave us. Like it could be a job,
well,
it could be a woman or a man. We be like looking over it.
no, I
But
think
you
God blinds us. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying, right? Me and my wife was in the same room and I couldn't even see her. And then when I got
Mm.
myself right, I said, "Who is her?" That's like she been around for 3 months. Like, how haven't you seen her? I think God blinded me from her until I got my stuff together. And then when I got my stuff together, it wasn't that my wife wasn't around me. It was just that I had to become the man that I need to be to take on a wife.
but y'all overlooking the fact that cats may deal with somebody and over time they realize they just don't want to be with this person.
Well, yeah, I get that, but
But
I
but
get
that's
that people.
mostly on a woman's end though, not most men. Most men are happy selling with the woman that we got.
But a smart man is gonna move how he need to move. If Shorty ain't conducive to his growth, she need not be around.
I
Uh,
disagree with that.
I mean, you can, but
No, yeah,
that's why dudes lose. They
no, no,
bring
no.
chicks into their hold on,
I
bro.
think
Because
women
you've been
break up
cooking. Hold on.
faster.
They bring chicks around, right? And they slide how they slide, and then everything they got going on start to dwindle, and they losing contracts and business deals. They get divorces. Come on, bro. It's all on
Well,
the internet. Look how the video we just watched with the lady was talking how she was talking. We don't know her from nothing.
I
She
got you.
Jelly Roll's wife. You feel what
I,
I'm saying? And look how she just trying to just dog walk the dude.
I got you.
Regardless,
So let me ask you this question: do you believe, as a husband, you're
I don't believe in
responsible?
anything.
Well, let me
Oh
I
ask the
shit.
deal with
question,
reality.
bro.
well, you gotta
I'm
believe in
telling you.
something. That's
So you
crazy.
All right.
You
know.
Well, let
gotta
me
believe
ask
in
Wolf
something.
a question. Let me ask
What's
Wolf
up,
a
girl? Go
question
ahead. Go
because
ahead.
he
E. What's
said he
up?
don't believe in nothing. Okay.
Damn. I'm like shit. I don't know.
All right. So Wolf, the question I'm asking is: do you believe, as a husband, you have some responsibility in your wife growth?
Of course, obviously, yes. If I love her, and yes, obviously, yeah.
What about you, Aunt B Screen?
I train mine's up, so of course.
Of course. Okay. So
Yeah.
I think people don't understand, as a husband, it's my responsibility to make sure my wife is growing. Now she have autonomy and she gotta be willing to get on my page. I'm not saying that. But it's my responsibility to make sure I put her in an environment that she can grow to the level that I'm growing to.
Hmm.
That sounds crazy, bro.
Why do you think that sound crazy?
Because you can't force people to grow. It's that conversation about you get on the elevator with people at certain floors, they got to get off as you go into the top. How do you stop running the race that you're in to turn around and help somebody run the race that you're in?
I
Well, that's
can't
easy. Go
That's
ahead.
I
not
can't
a
force
that's
her to
not a
grow.
force.
I can't force her to grow, but I can lead and motivate her to.
Yeah.
And if
And
she
if
go
and if
go, she
that
go go.
doesn't work, she's not the one for me.
There you go.
Facts. Right. Right. Right.
So I can't. Matter of fact, I don't even want to force you to do shit. If I gotta force you to do it, then this ain't even. This not
You
the
don't
right group.
belong
This not
here.
the right grouping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
belong
Yeah,
here.
I'll
I
be
get.
screaming. I agree 100%.
I agree in the dating process, right? If you dating somebody and you realize that y'all not growing and y'all are not compatible, I get that. But once you get married, I think the covenant is different.
For me, it's even
Bro, that
worse if we
sounds
married.
way
Because if we
even
married, you
ridiculous.
really supposed to follow my leadership. When we dating, if you don't follow my leadership, that's a little more
Marriage off
leeway.
the
But
table.
once we married, I'm getting followed like baby ducks follow the fucking mama. You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
off a cliff.
When I
Like
started working
movie.
out regularly, guess what she started doing? She started working out regularly. I didn't even have to say nothing.
I think that's
Now she
common
work
though.
out down there more than me.
I think that's common though. And listen. I get that we live in the space that we think women do the opposite of their husbands, but I think even they vote like their husbands. I think they move like their husbands, especially a husband that is under the authority of God. Those women typically, like if she see you working out, most women don't want to see you get in shape while she stay fat.
So why the divorce rate so high based on your logic?
Well, I think
That's a different thing. That's a modern woman thing, being unsatisfied with anything. They can have the man with that make six figures.
Because of the 80-20 shit. 80-20 not
I
enough
mean,
for a lot of women.
y'all can throw it around however you want to. The question's still a question.
yeah.
Right
So
now,
I answer your question.
So we agreeing with you.
answer-
I'm agreeing with you. It's the 80-20. 80, if 80, the nigga could be 80% right, 20% she don't like, and that ain't, she'll kick him to the curb because she want that hundo. She
No,
have a lot of that going on.
No, I think that the divorce rate is so high, and I know y'all ain't gonna like it, is because men are not in their proper place of authority.
What does that even
Yes, we
mean?
are.
I think men,
What does that mean? Like
I
that's
think
a very,
that nigga,
very
man, that nigga's just talking.
that's a very loaded statement. Like
I can expand on it.
Man,
yeah,
it
what does
don't
that
matter if
mean?
you stand on it, nigga. That's not a fact. You tripping, cuz.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't believe it either from what I'm there, but what does that even mean?
I don't believe that
So,
either.
I think men have started believing that they don't have to be submitted to God, but a woman need to be submitted to them.
Huh? Well, that just depends
Can
on
you say that
it,
without
That's
the
you,
religion
Trey.
part?
that depends on if y'all religious. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I think that's the point that I'm telling you is that if a man is not in his rightful place, he can't expect his woman to be in her rightful
But this
place.
why I finna shut that down though. This why I shut that goofy shit down. Check this out. If you not willing to submit to me, why the fuck you even with me?
There you go.
So if you ain't willing to submit with me, I shouldn't even get to be your man. I shouldn't even get there to be your husband. The moment you say I do, regardless of all that bullshit, the Lord and ever, you done agreed for my leadership. But the problem be that women be marrying and dating the man that they don't love, honor, and respect. But they like his ghetto D or his muscles or his dress or his tat. Then when they get with that nigga, they want to complain about bad leadership and not being under God. But the thing is, my question is, why was he even an option? If he wasn't that,
Right.
he
And
should have
that's
never
what I
got
was
that
like.
far.
Right.
So if you don't,
And
if you don't submit to a man,
that's how
you
I
shouldn't
feel
even submit your pussy to him. How the fuck you think submit to a nigga, but you already fucking him with sex is the ultimate form of submission?
Talk to
So,
him. Talk to him.
All right, what
So-
are we talking about here?
So that bounces back to what he was asking me questions earlier. That's part of the reason too. Is like I look at caution, red flags, all of that. Like it only gets so far. If you're not an individual that I could find myself, you know what I'm saying, submitting to, you know, walking under or what have you, then yeah, it's not gonna go far.
Just be
It's
fucking
gonna
niggas
cut
in a
that
week or
off.
two. They fuck niggas in a week or two, then want to complain about his bad leadership. When the
Right.
fuck did you even find out? Most
Mhm.
women,
I get that, but what I'm saying is, women are multipliers. If a man bring chaos to a woman, she gonna multiply the chaos, right?
or she just might, or if it's chaos in your life, because it's chaos in most humans' life, she gonna come in and multiply the little chaos you got. How about that?
Well, I'm saying you can justify however
No,
you
that's
want.
not justifying. I'm using your same shit. You said they multiplies, right? So I got a little chaos because I'm human, and that's what human have. Then she come in my life and turn my 2 chaos to 10.
So the point that I'm trying to explain to you, right?
No, you on some fuck shit. You being
I'm
a
not,
cannibal,
bro. Like,
you being a cannibal right now. You know what a cannibal is?
yeah,
Yes, a man hating man, a
I'm
man
not
that
at
hates
all.
man.
I'm not hating. That's the point that I'm trying to help y'all understand is
Your whole angle be
anytime,
cannibalism. You a man too, you the man. It's said in your name.
the whole point that I'm trying to help y'all understand when someone got an opposite viewpoint of the world that y'all have, y'all disagree with it and say that he hate men. It's not. I don't hate men. I don't hate myself.
Then you need to
Hold on,
like,
hold on, listen.
So
Hold on,
why you trying to blame men for everything then?
I'm not blaming
bro,
men for
I wasn't even
everything.
up
But
here
y'all
that
blame
long.
women for everything, though.
No, but I'm not
Man, no, we
blaming
don't.
men. I'm just holding men at the standard of leadership that we say they supposed to be at.
But
Yeah,
the
and
thing
let
is,
me ask you that. being that you come to the internet and do that, can you do that in your own hood where you
I
at?
do that. Absolutely, I do it. Listen, I was the
So
first of my
every
friends.
dude
Hold
in
on.
your hood is stand up to your
Listen,
standard.
I'm about to answer your question if you want me to answer it, brother. What I'm saying is, I was the first of my friend to get married. And then all of my friends except one is married. So I stood on the standard, and then and my friends stood on the same standard that we're saying. So I get it. Listen, I get it if y'all saying that I hate men now. I don't know why we got to start attacking because I'm
No,
disagreeing with y'all, right? Because
You
that's what it
telling
is,
us we
right?
ain't in our place, bro. That's something to be attacked. We don't feel like that.
So you feel,
exactly.
so you feel
Look,
like you're in your place. It's just the women are not in their place.
No,
I didn't
look,
say
look,
that.
look,
I
look.
feel like
You're
I am, and
we
if a man's not, then
We
she
got hold
shouldn't
on.
be with him.
We
No,
gotta
but Uncle be streaming. You
we
have
gotta
the
simplify. We
results.
gotta simplify things, right?
Those
But
men should
let's
be
make it. Let's
single.
keep it. Let's keep it simple and
what?
concise, right? Most modern day women don't know what it is to be a wife, to be married, and to be settled and happy when the spot that they in. Even if he's the
Perfect.
best man for her, he's the best man for her on earth. She will find a reason to leave for no reason. We
I
grew apart. I'm not happy no more. For this, for that. Like most women, I believe in today's time love like children love a play toy. You ever seen a child with a toy and they get a brand new toy and put the other toy down? That's how most women love men. They don't find value in their man, in any man at all,
so listen.
and
So
that's bad.
let's say I agree with what you're saying. That most women are not wifey material. That's what you said in so many words, right? So based on that statement, Wolf, do you believe that most men are husband material?
They're not. But this
Hold on, hold on,
let
let Wolf answer. Because I want him to.
I don't. I'm not gonna say most. I'll say 60-40. I'll say 60-40.
So you think 60% of the men today are husband material?
yeah,
Yes.
I
I
can
just
believe
I
And
just
that.
think I just think that those men are like, damn, what am I gonna get married for if I can't find a woman that wants she wants to be 60-40 with me? Meaning she wants to be a wife that listens and I don't gotta always tell her right from wrong 24/7. She's a good person, she's a God fearing woman.
great, Wolf.
And
Hold
I
on.
don't
Let's go down this route.
yeah,
So
yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
if you gave me the percentage for men, what do you think it is for women?
70-30.
All right,
70% of
cool,
women do not want to be married, 30% of females want to be married. So it's
perfect.
like a contrary, it's
That
contrarian.
no, that's perfect. The reason that's perfect because we agree that we have more women than we have men. Correct.
Man,
Correct.
So that 30% is closer than what you're trying to paint tonight, correct? It's close. If it's more women, that means it's closer than we think it is if it's more of them.
But it's even worse than that, Eden, man. It's
Hold
more
on.
women than men, and it's like only a select group of men that women even want to fuck with. So if you a nigga like I'm not fucking Michael B. Jordan, the most handsome nigga in the world, but I never had a problem with getting women. So if you a nigga like me, you even got more women than the average bear, cause that's how weak a lot of these niggas is. It said in Isaiah 4:1, there will come a time when 7 women will come to one man and says to him, I'll buy my own bread. I'll pay my own shelter. Just take me and give me your name and take my shame away. That's the world we fucking living in now. If you're a certain kind of brother, I don't care about the left behind dudes that's losers. I'm sorry. I try to help them and inspire them, but I ain't here to help every nigga get fucking ribs and some pussy and stuff. They
facts,
just
bro.
just like left behind women get left behind. If they don't want to follow the rules to become a wife, the other women that doing right need to leave them hoes in the dust and don't be their friend. And we need to leave these lame ass niggas. And maybe the two lames to get together.
All right,
See, people
cool.
like to talk about
That's
lame
my
niggas.
point. No,
But
that's
see,
my
but this is the
point. Hold
thing, niggas
on.
like you don't talk about enough about the lame and
Yes,
loser women.
yeah, I've been talking about it for the last hour. Where you been at? Listen,
This
I have
nigga.
literally Tara, have I been talking about the lame woman for the last hour?
But
And
you
they say
talk
I don't talk about
But
it.
y'all talk niggas on YouTube. Niggas always talk about leadership, but people rarely
No,
talk about followership,
no,
which is just
brother.
as important as leadership, if not more
But
important.
but
And
but
then niggas talk
that's
about
the
leadership, but bad
but
leadership
that's
should
the
never be.
dishonestness in
But,
the conversation.
but bad leadership.
If I literally held the women accountable for almost an hour, you can't say I don't do it.
You
What I'm
didn't
saying,
hold women accountable. You spoke to one woman, bro.
exactly.
No,
And
no.
What are you talking about? We all
So
heard you.
hold on. So
bad
listen,
leadership should never be a
let's be
complaint from a
clear.
woman. Bad
Let's be
leadership should
clear.
never be a complaint, either,
Hold
man.
on. Listen, I just want to make sure
And she
y'all
shouldn't date
understand
him.
what I'm saying. The reason that I was talking about the women issues because it was all women on the panel. I talked to the audience. I don't know why people feel like I just have to say the same thing. If I was having a now I'm having a conversation with men, I'm talking about men. When I was having a conversation with the women, I was talking about women.
Bro, there's only been 2 women on the panel. What are you talking about? All women on the panel.
I can't talk to them if they not here. That's the point that I'm trying to help you understand. I am literally talking to the people that's having the conversation. And I think if Tara was on it, I think I was holding women accountable for where they're at in their life for an hour.
Bro, you was talking to a
Yo,
woman. You
you ain't
wasn't holding
talking
women
about
accountable.
nothing, Eater man.
Oh, shit.
Here we go.
You another one of these suck ass niggas
Oh, I'm a
that
sucker now.
came up here, that came to the internet after men finally got fed up with women's bullshit. Because the reality is, for a very long time, after feminism, men have been blamed for everything that was going wrong. Everything was a man's fault. And that's the reason why we're where we're at right now. Because everything was a man's fault. Whenever dudes went to family therapy, it was their fault, not the women's fault. Everything was always about the men. The men, the men, the men, the men, the men. We said, I've listened to it my whole life until I grew up and realized, which is the entire point around red pill. See, a lot of you niggas get up here talking about this red pill shit. The reason why you don't understand the red pill shit, because you're dumb son of a bitches. You don't understand that men have been lied to their whole life. They've been told it's their fault, when the reality is it's not men's fault. It's women's feminism bullshit. It's women deciding they no longer want to do the things women have always done. And that destroys the structure of male-female dynamics. It's the social contract being broken. So even if men still do what they're supposed to do, it doesn't matter, because the other side of that coin is not doing what it's supposed to do. And so once all of us knew, okay, you know what? This is some bullshit. We finally came to the internet, started speaking out about the shit. As soon as we started speaking out about the shit, here come you simping ass niggas. Oh, but really, it's the men. It's the men. How many men do you think are marriageable material? All of them, Eater man.
Facts.
100 fucking % of them are marriage material if these bitches act right. You don't know what you talking about. You, Sharon Bracey, all of you fuck niggas that come up here all the time speaking against men. You a bunch of fucking sack, tuck back, bitch made ass niggas.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me up here. I guess he
Yeah,
felt he had to be disrespectful.
because you know you
He
ain't got
say,
no smoke
bitch.
with me.
That's
You
what I'm
know
saying.
you can't
I'm
deal
not
with
about
none
to.
of what I'm
We
saying.
ain't
You know you
literally
can't
being
deal with none of what I'm
disrespectful.
saying, my nigga.
No,
You got
because
no
you
argument
gotta
for it
be. You literally have to be
whatsoever. You got
disrespectful, and
no
I'm gonna
argument
respect.
for it
I
whatsoever.
do. We could have a
No,
conversation,
we can't have
but
an
you
argument.
because
We
you
can't
just
have an
want to be
argument. We
disrespectful.
can't have an
You
argument. You know
want to
why we
call
can't
me
have
a
an argument?
B.
You know why we
I
can't have an
had an
argument?
argument, but
You know
then
why we
you
can't have
felt
an argument? We can't have an argument
okay. All
because
right,
we
brother.
didn't
I get how
marry
you
a
run your
fucking black
program.
woman. That's why we can't
I
have an
get it.
argument, my nigga.
So appreciate y'all
You
guys for having
opted
me.
out.
Like you,
You
I'm just.
opted out.
You're right. I'm not gonna sit here
You
and let somebody
opted out, my
disrespect
nigga.
me and have a
You
conversation.
opted out.
I appreciate y'all guys for having the conversation with me.
Exactly.
Y'all can go
Exactly.
back.
Exactly. Exactly. Good. Good, nigga, because I got sick of listening to you sit up here ramble about nothing, motherfucker. You up here talking about nothing, nigga. That's what you've been doing this whole fucking time, sitting up here talking about nothing, you Ninja Turtle face ass motherfucker. Niggas love to come up here talking all of this stupid ass shit. No, damn well they don't know what the fuck they talking about. Don't have a clue what they talking about. Show me your skill set, nigga. You don't have a skill set. What you did is you looked around your community and you said, oh shit, I can't marry none of these women. And you went and got you an Asian woman. But now you're going to sit here and school black men on what they need to do. That don't solve the problem. Because at the end of the day, most black men is still dealing with black women. And guess what? They don't operate like Asian women. But you already know that.
And we ain't running.
That's the goofy shit. That's the goofy shit. A nigga will go do some shit that worked for him and then come back and tell you, oh, you doing it all wrong. You got to do it this way.
That's
Nigga,
my main problem I had with Sharon. Sharon always trying to tell us how to act with black women, how to treat black women, how to empathize with black women, how to deal with black women, how to take black women stuff, how black women so nice and how they not so this. But he knocked up 2 black women and left them both single moms and got with a white woman. You opted out. So if you didn't deal with it, my wife is black, by the way, but I don't just like the hypocrisy of telling us about the greatness of black women when one wasn't good enough for you. My wife black, so I could talk about the greatness of black women. But somebody, you know what I'm saying? And this ain't about either man, because either man don't sit there and talk about the greatness of black women. He just talk about the greatness of women in general. But yeah, it's that kind of hypocrisy of opting out and talking about the greatness of black women. I think black women great, but I can say that and I can verify it by my black wife and my black children.
Yo, you know what? AM, I just watched your video today. AM, I just watched the tape. I woke home from work, right? I woke home from work. I said, I'm gonna watch, because I watched all your videos, most of your videos, right? I saw the video with you talking about the black woman that was watching the white woman's video about the text thread. I'm like, yes, that's just being a good woman is. She said, I want a black, preferably a black man, right? She said, do these things, and you can keep a man. I'm like, yo, why is she so mad that she's saying? So you're right, AM. Like, they don't even want to be good women no more. They keep it 100 with you. They don't want to be good women no more. Being a good woman to them is like pulling teeth in the dentist's office.
Bro, we see here's my thing, right? Here's my thing, because you notice this is how you know it's some bullshit. If everything either man was saying was the gospel truth, why leave? Why leave? And I don't even know what the chick was saying up here, but she dipped too. See, that don't make sense to me. If I'm on a panel and I'm speaking something and I know for a fact that what I'm saying is 100% true, right? Look, he said a lot of people just want to be echo chamber. Yeah, bitch ass nigga, you the goddamn echo chamber. You the echo chamber, nigga. You know what your whole philosophy is, Eat a Man? Happy wife, happy life, bitch ass nigga. You been the echo chamber. That shit you talking, that ain't nothing new, my nigga. You been the echo chamber. So to come up here and be talking about everybody just want an echo chamber. Nah, nigga. He said, because you disrespectful, I'm not trying. Man, shut the fuck up. You was up here cracking jokes. Yo, Wolf Stacks, how many times have you seen Eat a Man sit on this panel just to crack jokes on people?
Right. You're right.
But now all of a sudden, well, you're disrespectful, so I have to leave because I'm not, this is not the type of conversation that I want to have and shit. Like, bruh, are you serious?
I mean, he was cutting jokes on me, but I know Eat the Man, like, so I don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, Am, you my new alarm clock, nigga. You woke me up. I say, what happened, man? But nigga Am woke me up. Nigga.
Bro, I'm sitting here listening. I'm sitting here doing work. I'm listening to the show.
Yeah.
Out of everybody that's on the show, all I hear is Eat a Man rambling and shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I had fell asleep, I guess he was talking to Tara when I dozed off.
Yeah, he had his cape on, and then Unc B Streaming came up here and started cooking his ass. And he was still going. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just jump up here real quick. Because I knew as soon as I jumped up here and started talking shit, he was going to dip. I knew that was going to happen. You don't want to have that conversation for real.
Man. So what y'all talking about outside of that?
It's wild.
I'm glad Jelly Roll left his wife so he can go and be happy.
Nah, for real though, she trash, boy.
Yeah.
I never thought she was attracted to him in the first place. I always thought it was suspicious.
Nah, she was trash.
To be honest, because you know, I remember how he was when he first came out, and I remember how she looked, and I was like, I thought I was always suspicious of that connection.
But watch this. Let me do my E demand. But Unc be streaming. Is Jelly Roll really a suitable husband? Is he an adequate leader?
Shit. She chose him, so I hope you should. Listen, once you spread your legs, I figured the leadership was already understood. I get confused when women complain about leadership, Anger Man, because I think women should never complain about bad leadership in a man, because all they got to do is not date a nigga that's a bad leader. So I just get confused in the whole shit.
But if they ain't never seen it, then they don't know what to expect.
Then they can't complain about it. If they don't know what it is, then how the fuck?
Even if they see it, you can't complain if you don't know how to lead and listen.
Yeah.
You have to listen to a leader to be a follower.
Now, here's the funny thing, right? So this one person in the chat said, Angry Man, all that yelling you're doing is plain feminine. You're exactly what you claim to hate. And truthfully, I think you should be over in a Latin community. Well, number one, you bitch ass nigga, this how you know you a bunch of single mother raised pussy made ass niggas, because you actually think that women are supposed to yell. This is how stupid you niggas are. This is how backward you niggas are. You think women are supposed to yell and shit. It's really men that's supposed to raise the tone of their voice, not women.
Yeah, they just so used to their moms yelling and wilding out that they think yelling and dominating and being hella aggressive is their woman norm and standard. Like when the Vikings attacked the village, they came in doing what? Screaming.
Yelling.
They didn't come in like, we're attacking you. They ran in on the shit. Ah! You know what I'm saying? Because that's what we do. Think about it. Even when
no, they showed up.
Like, niggas don't whisper when they knock niggas out.
They showed up stoic, bro. It was warriors. They were silent warriors. They rolled up with their axes and shit, not saying nothing.
Exactly. A war cry. Men do war cries. We get aggressive, we get loud, we raise our voice. That's actually in masculine nature. It's just that people get on YouTube and masculinity has been attacked so much that it's been demonized and redefined in the niggas that has accepted the definition that women had. That's why I don't pay women any attention when they say a real man this and a real man that, and they try to define masculinity. Because the moment you let a woman define masculinity, that's the moment your ass actually ain't masculine no more.
Yeah, you lost the sauce after that.
And then AM always says this one thing I hear him say all the time. When a woman defines masculinity, it's normally something that fits for a woman, like something you got to do for her, for a woman. So I'm like, yeah, that's some bullshit.
A real man is usually something that's in a woman's favor and at the man's detriment. You know, being getting the step kids, the 100% provider, the looking over her body count, all that shit it benefits her, but at his detriment in some kind of way. So if what a woman say a real man is, I don't want to be it. I don't want to be what a woman say a real man is.
Yeah,
I'm
like
do the opposite.
Like for instance, today, women and men will tell you that if a woman starts talking shit to you as a real man, you're supposed to just stand there and be silent.
Shit. I'm 47. I'll check a bitch.
Who does that benefit?
Her?
The woman.
It puts her in the position to where she can verbally abuse you without any repercussions. And you want to know what's so crazy? They've whittled men down to basically No type of response whatsoever. Because at first, wasn't nobody tripping about you talking shit. It was don't put your hands on a woman, right? So when the woman jumped up in your face, you can talk as much shit as you want to, but don't put your hands on her, right? So now that they've gotten men acclimated to not being physical, the next step is you shouldn't be talking shit either. Y'all ain't but a couple more steps away from you supposed to let a woman go upside your head. You
Oh, no,
ain't.
they already said that. They already
They
said that.
doing that
They said if
now.
a
We
woman
seeing
hit you,
that now.
you're supposed to just walk away. So you're
Yeah.
already supposed to let. They've been telling me that since I was a kid, and I'm 47. You just gotta let them go upside your head.
Yeah.
My mama
You know,
didn't
you
tell
can't
me
even
that. My
defend
mama didn't
yourself.
tell me that. My mama
And
didn't tell me that.
And what I'm trying to figure out, is which did we do more? Which did we do longer? What we're doing right now, or back in the day? Did we do this where we just ignore shit longer than we check shit? Because I'm pretty sure we check shit much longer than ignore shit. So what I'm trying to figure out, like anybody understands this. If you understand women oftentimes can't handle you raising your voice. It really bothers them. You feel me? But that's the entire point behind it. If it felt good to them, it wouldn't work. You feel me? But women know this. So what they do is they manipulate you into saying, oh, well, a real man wouldn't raise his voice. Well, a real woman wouldn't do anything that would cause me to raise my voice. Notice how we never have that conversation. It's always about what a real man does that benefits a woman. What about what a real woman does that benefits a man? Like, we never talk about that. I've never, as many times as I've been on this YouTube and been on panels or whatever, right? I've heard both men and women talk about male behavior and what men are supposed to be doing. 100%. And everybody's always in agreement with it. Oh, men aren't supposed to be emotional. Yeah, you're right. Men aren't supposed to be raising their voice. Yeah, you're right. Men are supposed to be stoic. Yeah, you're right. Everybody will agree. Everything that prohibits a man and basically put shackles on him, everybody will agree with. But you can't even have a conversation about a woman cooking without everybody losing their shit. You can't even say, hey, you know, a woman should cook every day. Oh my God. Wait a minute. This isn't back in the day. We don't live in back in the day. Why does a woman have to cook it? Do you notice every time you open your mouth about any damn thing that a woman is supposed to do that they've traditionally done, it's always a problem. It's always like nobody has ever said, hey, man, excuse me, ma'am, you're on the panel. You're a woman. Why are you talking over that man? Why are you talking over that man?
That's why I be dropping Venus when I be over here.
Yeah, like, see, but the funny thing is, if you get into the conversation about how a real woman respects the authority of men, then they'll try to whittle it down and say, well, I'll accept the authority of my husband, but not just a random man. But the same women think that random men should respect them. So they can only acknowledge the authority of their husband, but all of us have to respect every woman we encounter. It's bullshit. It's all bullshit. And the conversation that either man was up here having, it has none of that nuance. Because niggas like either man, they don't want to discuss that part of it. They don't want to get into none of that. They don't want to get into none of the hypocrisy of this shit. And that's the reason why Eat a Man and dudes like Eat a Man, they go to certain panels and they jump on them panels and they get their little goofy shit off. But then when it comes to them trying to bring that shit to somebody like me or somebody that's going to call them out on their bullshit, they avoid that shit like the plague. And that's all it is. It's a fucking psyop. It's controlled opposition. That's what it is. Because then nobody have no issue until men came to these spaces and started speaking out about what women were doing wrong. Now all of a sudden we got to have a whole inquisition because men are calling out women on their bullshit. So fucking annoying.
You know what I feel when things took a turn for the left, AM, is when women started, like, I would say from like 1970 to like the early 1990s to almost 2000, stop being like normal women, like grandma and great grandma, like just being, okay, I'm gonna find me a man, love him and be with him and take care of our kids and be happy. It's like they're never satisfied. Grandpa didn't have a whole bunch of money in the bank. He didn't have a whole bunch of land either. He had a beat up
Different
truck,
time though, bro.
I get it, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Is when you leave out just being happy for just wanting substances, that's where things went wrong. Like she wanted to take seven vacations a year. She wanted 5 purses. She wanted Jaguars and Porsches and shit like that. Like when they was happy with just being happy.
Yeah, it's definitely like Tabor said, it's definitely a different time. But unfortunately, even though it's a different time, it doesn't matter, because even if you do have a bunch of money, even if you do have a bunch of resources in this day and age, that's not a guarantee that she's going to operate the way women used to operate. Like there's no incentive in this day and age that would make a woman that doesn't operate traditional say, you know what, I think I want to be traditional. It's either got to already be in her or it ain't going to be in her. That's what I've learned in my experience. If you want a traditional woman, you got to find a woman where it's already in her to do that shit, because there's nothing you can do that's going to convince her to do it.
And if she really like that, somebody holding her down already. Hey, just to be clear, the name is Tabor, big dog.
My bad, fam.
You all right. I appreciate you.
So Ian, let me ask you a question. Do you think that women prefer provision in a man or a toxic man that gives them like hyper, destructive?
They don't prefer anything.
I think they'd love to have both. Tupac in the business suit. They would prefer that.
I think it's worse than that. I don't think they have a preference.
No, not truly, because they operate on a sliding scale. Women operate on a sliding scale. They have no true standards.
Bro, I think they're like, okay, here's a good example. You know how rich people, they'll have their kids learn etiquette. They'll learn like what the dinner fork is, salad fork, shrimp fork, all of those different things, right? To me, that's like what women used to be. They had their preferences. They wanted this and they wanted that, and they preferred this, and they knew they had to behave this way and behave that way. All of these different things, right? Now, if you take somebody that has no etiquette training, they'll eat with any instrument. There's no difference in the instruments. They'll just pick up one and they'll just start eating with it. A savage ain't even gonna use the instruments. They just gonna grab the food with their hand and eat it. I think modern women are the equivalent of that. I don't even think they're the person that grabs the whatever fork and use it. I think they're grabbing the food with their hand. I think they are so far from the dating and courting process and knowing what they should want and understanding how they should operate that they act like they don't have preferences, but they really don't. They're just like a freaking boat sailing in the middle of the damn ocean with no rudder. It's just wherever it floats is where it goes. Like that's what I personally think.
Yeah,
I noticed that. My bad.
I noticed that. Sorry. You got it. Yeah, you got it.
Most dudes that they come across don't say nothing about their behavior. That's why it gets worse as they get older and they get stuck in their ways. And they still, and the dudes still go out their way and provide and crash out and give them what they want. You hear what I'm saying? And then the next dude got to deal with it, and that's why we here.
Yeah, because I noticed that they don't have like a certain guideline a lot. Like, they'll say they like tall guys, but if a short guy got enough money, Kevin Hart all of a sudden hella sexy. They'll say they'll say they like light skinned guys, but if a dark skinned guy got enough money or muscles, all of a sudden it's good. Nothing they say they desire is set in stone. It's always something that can adjust that sliding scales. They be like, I want a good listener, someone that's supportive and understanding. They meet Chris Brown, he suck at all that shit, but they still a fuck with him, even though he's none of that. So it's like nothing is solidified. They like their standards is like silly putty or clay or even what's the most moldable? It's like water. It feels whatever if you pour it into.
But see,
their standards can be manipulated.
Here's the problem, right? The problem is the words we're using, right? So for us, we look at certain things as standards, right? For them, it's not a standard. It's just a preference, right? So a preference is, you know, if I have a preference for Cool Ranch Doritos, that's because I like Cool Ranch Doritos, but I don't have to have Cool Ranch Doritos. You feel me? A standard would be you come in there with some nacho Doritos and be like, bitch ass nigga, don't bring them in here. You get Cool Ranch, nigga. I'm not eating that bullshit. You feel me? So,
yeah. But they be acting like that tall nigga shit is a standard sometimes. Like,
not a standard. It's not. It's just a preference, right? But see, here's the thing, and this is what's so messed up about it, right? Because it's a preference, right? Now, for me, I'll use the Dorito thing again, right? So if Cool Ranch is my standard, you could have a whole mountain of nacho. I'm not eating that shit because my standard is Cool Ranch. I'm not eating that bullshit, right? But if it's a preference and there's no Cool Ranch around and it's just nacho, I'm gonna eat nacho. Because it was just a preference. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you're right, and we know that because we look at their baby daddies, and they baby daddies often none of the shit they claim is they quote unquote standard.
Yeah.
But yeah, they try to say it like it's a standard, but it ain't even a preference. Sometimes it's just a hope and a dream.
Well, see, the problem is we can't expect. Hey Trey, mute up, fam.
Boy, knocked out, boy.
He out.
Yo, but see,
nobody don't have the controls.
I don't. I was supposed to get them, but
yeah.
Nah, I don't think anybody does.
I don't. You know what I think that would happen to us in the black community and a lot of communities in the Western world is that when I was a kid, I'm about to be 40 years old next year, God willing, right? When I was a kid growing up, little girls were taught how to be wives. Like, you know, put your skirt down, be a lady, be sweet, you know, find your boy you could get a cupcake for, a piece of candy for. Like, women were taught how to be women. Nowadays, these mothers don't want to be mothers. When I say AM and Unc be streaming, I live in New York, bro. So I see women on the train letting their kids cry and not calling them like, hey, shh, quiet, it's okay. So imagine that same adult, that child going to an adult in the real world, and not having the abilities to know what real love is like.
Mm-hmm. Well,
so that's the problem.
Here's the biggest issue, right? Here's the biggest issue. The biggest issue, and the reason why this is an issue is because the moment you remove the concept of men being leader in any community or any culture, right? You're going to have these cascading failures that happen. right? You know how you could have a system, and one thing that if that goes wrong, you have a domino effect where everything else starts systematically going wrong, right? So the moment that men as the leaders, it starts to collapse. The reason why is because women don't really come up with standards. Every standard that women have had in the past were standards that men set. You feel me? So back in the day, the idea of a woman remaining chaste or being, a virgin until she got married, that was her father's standard. You feel me? Her behaving herself in operating a certain way. That's the standard that men set in the society, what a lady's supposed to be, or what we just think that the mothers was teaching that. We just think it was the mothers because they were teaching it. But they're only teaching it because that's the standard of the
Yeah, bro. He out. He
I
out.
tried to call him
Out.
too, and
He out.
I
Yeah.
tried to call him,
Hopefully
and
we give you the controls on you, man.
I straight up called him, and he didn't answer at all.
yeah. But yeah, like so, men are the ones that set the standards, and so if you now have a society where the women don't want to listen to the men, guess what? You're gonna have a bunch of women with no standards. Because they only get their standards from the men. Every standard that you see women having in the past were standards that men set. Wasn't standards women set. So
And those standards are always set by God too, AM. Those standards were first set by God, and then
that's
men
where the men
adapted
that's where the
them.
men got them from.
Right.
That's, you feel me? That's where the men got them. The men get the morals, the values, the standards from the Almighty, and then they teach them to the women teach them to the children.
The kid. Mm-hmm.
I think one of the worst disservices our great grandfathers, whoever the fuck did it, was when they gave women autonomy of their own body, to pick their own spouses. We did them a disservice. They probably thought they was doing them nice, but your dad and your brothers was gonna pick the man that was best for you, not the man that was gonna get you the moistest. Yeah, Zebediah, he owned a bank in a general store. Your apostle trying to get you with them. He might have been 5'4", slightly balding with a belly. Then you got Jethro over here, the striking fucking farm hand. He's 6'3", working in the sun all day, got a tan. He been lifting bills of hay and shit. So he fucking chiseled, but he fucking illiterate. She's looking at Jethro and all her little old school coochie just dripping, but she don't. But her dad want her, and her brother's gonna sit over there to marry this goddamn banker that also owns a general store. But they fought against that, and now they picking their own man, but they suck at it because they picking their men with their coochie a lot. But I hate to say it, the nigga that get you most society sexually just might not be the best husband, father, and or provider, because it's a lot of loser ass niggas that got the aesthetic, and women.
Well,
it's terrible.
The biggest problem with that, in my opinion, the biggest problem is not them choosing the man; it's the door that it opened. And the door that it opened is not them choosing a husband, but them choosing to just have random sex before they even get a damn husband.
That too.
You feel me? So that once that door was open, once that Pandora's box was open, we ended up in the situation we ended up with. And women will hear this and they'll be like, oh my God, that's so misogynistic or whatever. But then I'll tell them, look at the results you get from those actions.
Yeah.
You don't like those results.
A lot of stuff they fought for didn't work for them. Even fighting the work.
Yeah.
They're complaining about that now. They fought the work, but now every day they ask for 100% provider. But when you had one, it wasn't enough. And the reason they fought the work also was because of their pussy. They fought the work so they can fuck the man they want, not the man they need. A lot of the decisions and stuff, they try to make it like it's some kind of noble shit, but a lot of the decisions women made was actually led by their pussy. It was
Hey,
straight up.
but you got to keep in mind, bro. There's laws that back them up, fam. Overall, over time, to make this machine of America works, bro. Marriage doesn't work for America, bro. It's not beneficial.
Well, no, it was at one point.
Yeah, it was.
It was at one point. The problem, because there's so many moving parts in that, right? So the nuclear family worked when we were more of an industrial economy.
Mm-hmm.
Like it worked better then, right? See, the problem, this is what a lot of people don't realize. The biggest problem with America is its success. We succeeded in a bunch of shit to the point where now everybody has too much damn freedom. So because we have too much, because we have an excess of freedom, people are basically doing whatever they want, creating new problems. You feel what I'm saying? So if you go back and look at the family unit, when it was a nuclear family unit, you had the father, he had to go out to work. The mother, stayed home, took care of the kids or whatever. And that's the way the family unit worked. And that's the way the economy worked, right? But now we don't even make shit anymore. We getting our shit from somewhere else. And our entire economy is service based. And now, we don't even have the same working, like the same 40-hour work week that we used to have. So you've got that in addition to the fact that most people can't maintain a household with one income. So now you got that bullshit. So the women had to go out and work. And now the women are sick of working. And it doesn't even matter that they're sick of working because the men have become accustomed to them working. So the men are like, well, gee, if we get a place together, you're going to have to pay 50% of the bills because I'm not paying all of the damn bills because you're 3 or 4 generations deep into men living in a world with strong, independent women that can take care of themselves. So you got all of these different moving parts that have basically made what we know to be a normal American life with a normal nuclear family is kind of made it obsolete. And we don't know how to figure out the new way of doing it where it works instead of the dysfunction we see in right now. Because what we see right now is dysfunction. And we're not going to be able to fix it if we can't get back. Me personally, I think it goes back to the gender roles. Like, we can't keep treating gender roles like, well, that's old fashioned. Because if you notice with any type of system, the core of the system or the foundation of a system, if it works, it works. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how new our cars are, they still work on the combustion system because we know it works. You feel me? So the problem is we keep trying to reinvent the damn wheel and we just don't want to say, okay, you know what? Maybe we need to go back to basics. Maybe we need to go back to man, woman, child.
Mm.
We don't want to do it.
So can I ask you a question, AM, please? Do
What
you
up?
think that things got bad when women decided to not be satisfied with like things that, like, let's say like she had a man that provided, let's say right now, let's say modern day society, right? You need 2 incomes to survive, right? She works, her man works, he cooks, she cook, he cleans, she clean, right? They both take care of the kids together, right? I think the problem has come from when women decide that they don't want to do their half of the job. They're like, I need him to do all these things, but I don't want to do my part.
Well, it's not that they see the thing. That's the one thing I can't blame them for. It's not that they just decided one day that they didn't want to do that job or they didn't want to be satisfied. They were trained that way. The society trained them to think like that. Feminism trained them to think like that. Like feminism made them feel like that what they were doing wasn't fulfilling enough. You know, it made them feel like you could be doing more. You know, why just be a homemaker when you can go get a career and you could be a working woman? You're not just a baby maker. You're not just a wife. You're not just it made being a wife and a homemaker and a mother seem like something to like shun or something that wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? So once they started feeling like that, they started going into these other aspects, which is, okay, well, I'm going to be a career woman. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And the sad part is a lot of women, not all of them, some of them find fulfillment in their jobs and all of that stuff. But some of the women, they're looking at it and they're like, I don't think I like this. I wonder what it would have been like if I would have went this route. You know, and the problem is because of the way the society is, some of them can't even say it out loud because they're afraid that other women are going to shun them. That's that whole pick me thing. So you might have women out here that decided to go the career route and, you know, school and all of that. And they might be regretting it, saying, you know what, maybe I should have focused on being a wife and a mother. But they can't say that out loud out of fear that other women are going to say, oh, you're a pick me, or oh my God, I can't believe you would say something like that. Because women are a little more social than us. Like you could have an idea in your head and you say it out loud. You don't give a shit how many other dudes in here don't agree with it. But with women, they don't want to say things that they know other women ain't going to agree with. So they're kind of trapped in that whole thing where they just go along to get along. You feel me? That's what I think. I think they just been sold a bad sale of goods and they just trying to make the best of it because they know if they admit that they've been hustled, they'll never hear the end of it.
Okay, so one more question. Do you think that modern day women have been trying their best to become the worst types of men? Like she makes 6 figures a year, she's hypersexual, she don't care about settling down, she just want to have fun, she didn't want to have kids anymore. What do you think about that, AM?
Well, I don't think they're trying to become the worst type of men. They just suck at being men. They're just not good at being men. And unfortunately, the way our society is, they equate power with being like a man. They equate success with being like a man. Like women have not figured out how to pursue what success looks like for the woman model, right? If you ask a woman what is success, she's going to name all of the things that men have typically done. You're rarely ever going to hear a woman say that her being a homemaker or her having children that graduated that graduated school with honors, or you're never going to hear a woman describe that when she's talking about success. She's only going to talk about the things that men typically did, which is men define success by our careers and how much money we make and our accolades in academia and shit like that. So women, they don't really have a version of success. You feel what I'm saying? And look at these. These are some hating ass niggas in this chat room, bro. So because we're having a conversation and you asked me a question, you got niggas in the chat room talking about, oh man, he glazing. He like, y'all niggas is weak as fuck, bro. Y'all sat here and listened to this nigga eat a man talk for I don't know how long, saying nothing. He didn't have a clear, coherent, intelligent thought. And you niggas was cool with it. I was in the chat. I was watching you.
I don't even have the comments from the chat up. angry, man, because I don't delve in that. If you look at the comments all day, you should have a valid thought. You start getting lost in reading the comments. That's why I never have the comments up at all.
Yeah,
But
it's just a habit
but
of mine. I read the joints just to see
well,
what.
but you a content creator, like you one of the top of the top, content creators. So I've been watching you for like at least what 5 or 6 years now. So I'll be honest, I watch you, MTR, I watched Kevin Samuels, RIP to him, to the
Word.
Godfather. I watched a lot of content creators that people always say, "Oh, you don't have a thought of your own." I'm like, no, these men like you, of course, AM, had what most men be thinking. You just say it out loud on a platform. We've been thinking this for the past, I don't know, 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
So it's like we got to mind of our own all the time. But it is that I think that most men want to have companionship with a woman, but we would like it if it was like, damn, like what grandma and grandpa had. Grandma was cooking and shit in the kitchen, and grandpa did his job, and he came home and dealt with the kids and shit like that. And the kids, before grandpa got home from work, the kids they ate dinner, they got in the bed. Or depending on how your family was, the dynamic was different. Y'all probably ate dinner together. But the problem I'm having today is like, we're getting pushed out of the household so bad, it's worse than it has ever been. And even a father trying to be a father to his kids, you got the mother saying, don't tell my child nothing. Like that's his blood child too. That's weird.
Yeah, but men back that up, bro. Men put them laws in place. Men let them rock how they rock.
That's true.
That has nothing to do with like the everyday man. Like we get out here and we work and we'll still take care of our kids despite what our baby moms say. I got 2 black baby mothers and I don't care what they say. I'm gonna pay my bread. My kid call, I'm gonna do what I need to do. But that ain't got nothing to do with everybody else that's looking down on us as black men, right? Or as a man, really, because it affects all men. Ain't nobody doing nothing about it. You feel what I'm saying? It don't matter that there's a son whose parent is or there's a son, right, whose mother is go get older and he go get older, and the world ain't set up for him to win either. They don't care about that, bro. That's men, bro. Men destroy men, bro.
I'm not saying that you're wrong, Tabar. I'm saying that the way that the
Tabor.
life is, Tabor. I'm not saying I think that you're wrong a little bit because I feel like the way things are today is the system is built for it to be a matriarchy today, meaning that women run. I'm just talking about strictly in the black house alone. No other household, because I'm just straight black. That the system is run now for the women to run the household and to raise the kids. Now, if you don't raise the kids properly, right, as a mom, and the daughter's out of pocket, the son out of pocket, like what do you have? Like you have a boy that's super feminine and a daughter that's hyper masculine. So if they keep raising children, how does that leave us?
Again, bro, the laws is put in place by men, bro. So even if the women raise them how they raise, listen, man, the only thing you can do, bro, is worry about either your own kids, your nieces, your nephews, and some kids outside that's hanging with your kids. That's all you can do. Other than that, they got the rest of the world to deal with, because most of us got the sister or the auntie or the cousin, the female ones, that you can't tell them nothing about their kids or their baby daddies. They don't care about that. They would rather crash and burn before they listen to you. And you can give them all the help with resources. You can put some money in their pocket. You can offer them a job, and they'll still find a way to be losers, bro. Come on, man. That's people, bro. That has nothing to do with the system. Because if you know the system is against you, then why would you be even playing with the system? Why wouldn't you put the people that needs to know, at least the people in your house, on a certain type of game? They choose not to, bro. That's men, bro. That's men with laws, bro. I can say we can change it, but it ain't gonna matter because everybody else worried about race and everything else that don't matter.
But you're leaving out one thing. That's not our men. That's these, I'm not gonna say who it is because we on YouTube right now. Those are not our men making those rules and those laws. They're specifically doing those things for our communities. So that way our communities are half-witted, stupid, and dumb and slow, and we going to jail and getting knocked up and getting ABs, not having kids. They specifically made these rules and laws for us. Because every other community, bro, is thriving.
That's not true, bro. They still got poor people in every community, bro.
I get it, but we still like second or third as far as financial stability and two-parent households. We are second or third.
Second or third to other races?
Yes.
I mean, that's neither here or there, bro. If you know what's going on, why wouldn't you actively make sure it don't keep happening?
What you just said 10 seconds ago, they got systems in place, right? So meaning, even if you want to be a super great dad to your kids, depending on your baby mama or whatever, the woman you married, your ex-wife, whatever, you're gonna have a hard time, getting visitation. They're gonna put you on child support, all these different things to keep you away from your kids. That's my point.
I can say that for my first one, but as far as my second one, bro, if I was to pull up at 3:00 in the morning and I can go to her grandma's house or her mother's house, I got codes to the door to go see my kid, bro. So it ain't the same for me anymore. On my first kid, it was because I was trying to do the most. Now I just do. I don't even ask. I just send it. If my kid call, I just do. There's no question, bro. So everybody don't have the same problems, but that's at my household. That's how I deal with my kid and my baby mom. I'm not arguing with my baby mom about nothing. I'm gonna tell her what it is, bro. And then we go slide like that. She can be mad all she want to. We didn't have them back in conversations, not arguing in front of my kid. And we got to argue in front of her. We about to argue. But something is about to happen. Something go move. And most likely, based on the situation, we not moving because of what you got going on. We moving because what I got going on. And I'm able to do it. And it makes a difference, bro. All I can say as a black man, bro, just go get you some money, bro. Everything changes, bro. You ain't got to deal with people the same way. If that's what you want to do, you want to be in court, you want the court to raise the kid, then let them raise the kid. It's going to be your problem later on because 9 out of 10, they just go come to daddy to have fun anyway. And I'm going to give them some game and they go listen. And like most women, they go be jealous. Me and my baby mama just had a conversation about that, bro. About women being jealous for no reason. And I'm watching her be jealous because of the way I treat my kid, bro. Things gonna happen, bro. Based on your own situation. If you wanted to beat you down for the most part, then I can't say you deserve to lose, bro. But man, you gotta move different, bro. If it ain't been working for you, you gotta change. That has nothing to do with the system, bro. It has everything to do with you. The woman too.
I disagree, but I digress. I really believe, I know for a fact that certain women use the system to attack the man, whether he's white man, black man, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter, Italian, doesn't matter. Like, I think most of us as men just want to do the best we can as a father and as a husband, do what we can and just keep it pushing. But I noticed that, in America, that certain women they don't want that to happen. They need to have some type of turmoil or argument, or even if she don't moved on, you don't moved on. It's like it needs to be some type of trifle or argument or some bullshit going down.
Because most women grew up in operating chaos. So you can just omit yourself out that situation if you want to. You don't have to deal with the chaos. There's order when you come around. There's no over this way or that way. We not arguing about that. I mean, you can put it on whoever you want to, man. We already know as men, bro, the world go put it on you. If your kid grow up bad or something happen, if you ain't got no resources or your kid on a tail outside somewhere, messed up in the game, it's on you, bro. So all you can do is get you some money and resources. Ain't that you can worry about women all you want to, but we ain't changing that. Most of us can't tell our sisters or our mamas anything, or our aunties. So how you gonna tell a woman that you just met for the most part how to move, even if she got a kid for you?
No, I agree. I agree. But you're right. You're right. It was great talking to you, brother. Panel, brother Trey, Uncle Am, Tabar, Willie Beeman,
Boy.
Tabor. You're not letting that shit go. Have a good one, bro.
Yeah, you too, player.
Yes, sir.
That's right. You can only worry about yourself, man. You are the deciding factor in your life. You are the star of your show.
Shit, if it was only
That boy look like everybody else meet it up. Ain't nobody else coming up here, man. I know they ain't leaving it to the board. I may go off on a tangent. Yeah, I guess Nakia, right? Nikita, yeah. Take care of yourself, fam. Everything else will fall in place. You know, if you focus on you, either they go get with it or they just go move around. And most people go move around because they ain't capable, they're not capable of being around. They don't supposed to be there when you level up. They don't supposed to be around when you got something new going on. They don't need to know about your dreams. Go get you some money, man. As a black man, that's all you can go do to change the outcome of your kid situation, if it's your kid or your own or somebody in your family. Yeah, bro. If they go brainwash the kids, let them brainwash the kid. They can't bring. Let me tell you when the brainwashing stops, bro. When your kid hit 18 years old, they ain't got no job, they ain't got no money, and got no dreams. That's when the brainwashing stops, right? The reality hits. I've been there, and most of y'all have too. So all the brainwashing didn't matter no more because you realize you losing. You realize whoever been taking care of you ain't been really putting up no numbers. Shorty been slacking the whole time. And now you got to get on it. Now you can go listen to your uncle who been a fool most of your life, or you can go listen to somebody else who ain't got nothing going on. But for the most part, bro, you out here, you on your own, bro. They got some cats out here that got some game for you, bro. Listen to them. You've been losing. Why wouldn't you listen? The game is free. They giving it to you for free. Some people got some courses. Buy the course, bro. It may level you up. It may not. I'm just telling y'all, bro. That brainwashing, bro. Man, they got, keep in mind, bro, they got grown adults out here that's brainwashed, bro. Brainwashed, bro, on the daily. We can all be watching the same exact thing go on, and for some reason, we all got 100 different views. How? We all seeing the same thing. We can't get on one accord. We can't say, okay, if the game got messed up back in the 70s, we see that through the 80s, 90s, we see where we at. And you telling me we still running it the same way? And some gotta change, bro. Some gotta change. And if it don't change, then move around. Move around, man. Go get you some money and come back and change it. Don't even talk about it. If your nephew messed up in the game, then put him on. Don't argue with him. Listen, I got some bread for you. Come see me. Do that. But you can't complain about how other people move, bro. If you ain't putting them little niggas on, you can't tell a little nigga stop doing what he doing and you ain't got no resources or money for him, bro. If you can't change your little nigga financial circumstances, bro, stop telling that little nigga what to do. That goes for your nephews or your son. If that little nigga do gaming, go help him out. Go get him some gaming equipment. At least he in the highs, bro. He ain't getting shot at or getting bullied somewhere. He can possibly get some money. Let him go stream. That's what they doing, bro. They got easy money, bro. I show Speed and that other little cat. They out here showing them little youngsters, man. Go get y'all some money, bro. Man, you can get game. Your father don't know everything, bro. Your father may not be the man you want to be. So there's a man that you want to be. There's an industry you want to be in, and your daddy may not have no game. Everybody don't know everything, bro. That's being honest, bro. Man, where everybody head up here? Everybody else, no mics on. Trey, pull up. Somebody want to get up here. So you think your kid going to a private school is gonna make a difference? She's still gonna be influenced by other kids. You go get your time, and them other kids go dismantle whatever you got going on. They may be able to get with some things, but I'm just saying, y'all boys, man. Listen, man. As far as the community goes, if y'all want to do something, man, get you a couple of dollars. Find you a little nigga in the hood, maybe the worst one. Maybe he the one that need to make some bread, and there's some kids that's gonna follow him. That's the way it happened for me. I just didn't go off left with everybody else. I guess I wasn't a good follower. Because I wasn't going to jail for nobody. And you couldn't finesse me into getting in trouble. Not with you. I'll go do some dirt by myself, but I ain't gonna do it with nobody else. I mean, you know what she learning until you see her friends. You don't know what her friends got going on. How am I just saying anything? You the one who said what you said. I mean, we got a lot of people out here grow up with religious values. I'm not going to even say Christian, just say religious values. And they be out here thugging it too. American Greed, if you ain't seen the show, you should go see it. They got all races and religions on there scamming. It's a show on CNBC. Now, I don't even think they got new episodes. So they talking about dudes from the 80s and 90s, bro. Man, boys out here, people use religion on you. I mean, I hear you, fam. I'm listening to what you're saying. I know I got friends too. I knew they friends. We all didn't turn out the same. We got older. You know, I stopped hanging with certain people. You can know who you know until you don't know them anymore. But if you ain't got nothing going on that you got kicking it at your highs, man, you don't know what them kids got going on. I was lucky. I had a homegirl back in high school. Her mom let us go to her house and drink and smoke, bro. We didn't get no trouble. She said we were safer there than anywhere else. She never told our parents. We never got in trouble for it. She was just quiet about it. It was a small selected few. We was basketball players, football players. She was a dancer, and we was able to kick it freely in the AC. We didn't have to be outside. Now, if somebody would have found out, we probably would have got in trouble. But the most part, bro, we wasn't in trouble. Yeah, you not gonna really know who your kid's hanging around. If you broke, listen, man. If your kid ain't got no real resources from you, man, he gonna hang around whoever to get them some money or to look cool. He ain't even got his own style. He got on some cheap shoes and a cheap outfit, and he getting clowned every day. And some of y'all forgot that that's the way it is. Y'all forgot that people are bullies. Y'all forgot that grown adults will bully your kids. We see that. They will lie on your kids. And your kids will lie to you. Hey, bro, I'm telling you. I ain't gonna even say her name. Yes, bro. There was a woman like that in my high school days. We kicked it. We hung around sports cats. It was still a selected few that was able to go to her highs, bro. We threw parties over there and everything. But she had our back, bro. We had a place to sleep. We had food. We ain't never had to worry. It was never no mess over there, bro. Some of y'all kids go need that. Because don't forget what y'all used to do at 15. 15, 16, y'all was running ratchet out of here. You can act like you don't remember. You keep playing that game. Y'all know what's gonna happen. You got pregnancy, go be crazy. You know, cats gonna be messed up with some money. Or without money. Money rule everything, man. I don't care what nobody say. Anybody start talking to you about money don't matter, okay? Tell that to that man when he come collect on the 1st. When that light bill due, when school time coming, The summer coming and you ain't got no vacation money. Your kid ain't got no story to tell. When school start back up, he ain't got no new shoes. You tell that to them. Man, it's 3:00 in the morning, babe. Where y'all boys at? Nah, fam, things wasn't different. Things was exactly the same. People were still outside getting in trouble. You just chose not to get in trouble. We had places to go. Luckily, you know how it's better now. It's better now because for the most part, I know at least back in the 80s, we had a computer. Believe it or not, we had a computer, bro. My dad was smart, Air Force. We had a computer. Everybody didn't have access to a computer. Your kids can have access to a phone. You can be teaching your kids other things to do, telling them to go work hard at 15, 16 years old. They need a job, bro. They can make money from home off their phones. Help them figure it out, bro. Go buy a course. Go take it with your kid. Go involve them in something to use their phone to make some money. Boys out here getting too much bread sitting at home. And then y'all got the 16 to 17-year-olds needing jobs, and they out here competing with grown adults for summer jobs. Ain't nothing changed. It was the same way back in the day, fam. The only thing we got now is technology. And it's really helping some of us get to where we need to go. Angry Man said it before. The technology had to catch up to him. So some of y'all had to catch up to y'all for y'all to be at home and make some bread. Or at least some extra money, do your own thing. Some people appreciate what you got going on. It don't matter if you're knitting something, or you got a course online, or you selling something online. Man, y'all better let them kids tap in, bro. Go buy that game system, fam. Carmelo showing y'all when they got to be outside with everybody else. And as far as that situation, the homie should have had a team, bro. Man, if you with some, if the Jelly Roll situation, y'all should be looking at it and be like, bro, if you ain't happy, just leave, bro. You get one life, bro. Just leave, man. Don't let nobody make you uncomfortable and unhappy in life. Nah, bro. People out here finessing and dog walking cats. And as a dude, y'all losing more stuff in y'all 40s and 50s that took y'all 20 years to acquire. Y'all finally got up, and now you about to lose it because you act like you don't see what's going on. Come on, bro. That ain't even smart. Man, be aware. But if you want to lose, go lose. Congratulations. You found somebody. I'm happy for you. I ain't no hater. But you can't sell me no dreams. Y'all didn't raise yourselves. Somebody raised you. You just felt like you raised yourselves. Man, I ain't got control or nothing, so I guess I can't play no videos for y'all. Go touch on some situations. Man, and you know what? That dude Eater Man was talking, bro. Just based on what he's saying, man, I see what he was doing. But for the most part, man, women got the right to choose whatever they want to, bro. I tell y'all that. They get to rock out here. And they got dudes that's go back them up. Somebody's go always save a woman. As far as you dudes go, that's be out here caping, man. Ain't nobody coming to save you, bro. So you can cape for whoever you want to. It ain't gonna look good. Yeah, bro. I hope everything work out for him when he graduate next year. Hopefully you gave him some business ideas. Hopefully he already been building up his streaming numbers, his online presence, because he gonna need it. He gonna be out here competing with AI soon. He better know some of that. Coursera got some courses he can take. Go ahead, pay that little extra bread so he can be fluent in it and really be ahead of the game. because he'll probably see something that nobody else sees and be able to get rich right in your eyes. Go build an app or something. Man, I got to get these people tools. I say people, I mean your kids. Them little people too. They should be better than you. And if you don't want them better than you, then you a hater. Don't be a hater. Don't be like your uncles. Came around, gave y'all some slick talk, and he had no resources for you. Couldn't move no needles. He just talked to you. That's all he did. Every time you see him, he just talked to you. What up, Unc? Same story, different day. Man, don't be like that. Man, it don't matter who. Well, you gonna have to probably pay into the Uncle Sam situation for him, but you're working for yourself, bro. Work for yourself, bro. Get you some money as early as possible. Ain't no need to be out here arguing with nobody. You took a whole course, like a 3-month course or a 4-month course on cybersecurity. Yeah, bro, they be dry haters out here. Y'all know y'all uncles was haters back in the day. Y'all know they was. They tell you how much of a player they was, but your auntie was outside dog walking them every time she got a chance, talking trash to her in front of the family on the phone. She'll pull up on them. I'm a country dude, so I already know what time it was. Did you get a better job? Did you get some more money with the cybersecurity, Nikita? Is that right? I don't want to be chopping up your name like that. I hope you did. Or at least learn cybersecurity for something you had going on for yourself. That would make sense. Other than that, G, learning it and go and work for somebody else. I mean, get your money up, though. That's all that matters. Man, there's too much going on out here for these youngsters, bro. And I don't know if y'all seen it, but they said Carmelo got a team behind him. I don't know why he ain't going there with a team the first time. He should have had a whole solid team. Oh, Nita? That's a hell of a name then. All right, Nita, I hear you. He got a whole team now, though. That's how that homie should have walked in there, a whole team. And came out winning somehow. But how long you got left? Are you actually doing the work or you stalling it out? Don't be overpaying. Don't Google got cybersecurity for free? They got a few places that got free. What do you call that? Free certifications. It ain't my thing no more. AI then took over. Ain't no need for me to learn anything but what I need to know. And that's prompting or prompts at this point. So what's the cybersecurity job? Where you going? I mean, you gonna be a slave to somebody, bro. If you got a household with some kids, you gonna be a slave to them. You know what? You gonna be a slave to your bloodline, bro. If you want better, you are about to become a slave to your bloodline. Just because you want better, especially if your daddy didn't leave you too much or your mama didn't leave you too much. And that ain't just information. We talking about tangible assets that you can leverage to do something with. Most of y'all ain't got that. So for your kid to grow up and not have it, that should be a problem for you. So does the job pay more? Is that better than the job you got? Or is it elevating the job you have? If that makes sense. Did I say that right? You go learn how to hack. Like, so you gonna be doing penetration tests? Pause. Like that type of hacking? I don't know, man. You probably can build you a nice app that'll penetrate any website. And it's gonna be faster in real time. You trying to be a thief out here. Don't get in no trouble, man. You probably be on the dark web. Who knows what you got going on? Why real estate, bro? Why you think real estate is it? You don't think it's oversaturated? You get to be a stay-at-home. Well, you sound like you lucky. Sound like you winning in life. Where everybody else out here working hard. You in the AC all day. Hopefully you don't complain too much. You trying to catch a thief? Why? Did somebody steal your information? What you want? Man, you can't be a hacker and be scared of the dark web. That's what all your allies are, on the dark web. They go teach you things school ain't go teach you. At least so I heard. I don't know nothing about the dark web. I ain't never been. You better go get on it. Go ahead, download that Tor browser and start looking around. I'm telling you, go learn something. Believe it or not. Some free game out here. You got to have you some partners on the back end that can do some work for you. You'll probably get the good job, but your people on the back end go back you up and do things for you that you didn't realize you can do, and faster. Catch all the allies you can, especially in computers. But you go build an app or something, where the money at? What can you do by yourself with that for the money? You go randomly penetrate people's website? Yeah, you looking for a charge. You gonna get in trouble somewhere. Good luck, big dog. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna even hate on your bread. Just don't get in no trouble. Let me see, man. It look like, cause y'all look like y'all dying in here. Trey gone. I can't do nothing about nothing. You don't know. Oh, you don't know what you gonna do with the situation. I hear you, big dog. As long as you figure out how to get some money with it, it'll pop off for you one day. How many people y'all got in this chat, man? Most of y'all must be knocked out. I'm about to go to bed too. Hey, I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna get up off here, bro. Listen, man, if you hear me, bro, man, go get you some money, especially if you are a black man. Nothing else matters but the money. It's gonna move the needles you need to be moved. It's go change any dynamic that you got, be it good or bad, and you can move faster. No matter what anybody tell you. And if you can too, bro, man, fix your credit, bro. Fix your credit. Because most of y'all is a couple credit situation or a couple things in your credit report from getting the bag to really move. So you ain't got to be working your 9 to 5 trying to save up bread. Man, bet on yourself, G. I hope y'all get y'all some money. I'm out.